Hey guys, what's going on? It's early morning, just got up. Not sure why the hell I picked up the camera. Decided to. Probably gonna do a day vlog. I don't know. See what we do. But check this out. I know I've seen videos of the US where they've already shown their snow. We got ours literally the day after Halloween. It's like it held out long enough for the kids to do their trick-or-treating, and then shabam, we got dumped on. But here's the kicker. The Weather Network's calling for good weather for the rest of the week. Like not today. Today's supposed to be still a little bit cool out. But then tomorrow, I don't know what the hell's happening because the weather is supposed to be like really friggin' awesome.
In North Bay tomorrow, expect a high of 11 and a low of 7.
So do you honestly think that snow's gonna stick around with a high of 11 and a low of 7? Like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? I'm starting to believe what they said in the almanac's gonna be true, that this winter's gonna be pretty tame, and they're saying it should be KO by March, mid-March, which is great, no? Especially if you're into fishing, but fishing season doesn't open until May and on the lake of the lake that we go to anyway, Nipissing. It opens other places earlier. Some places it doesn't even close, I think. I guess theoretically you can always go fishing, it's just you can't keep them. I don't know if there's a law about having a line in the water. I'm just pretty sure the law is you can't keep certain fish. Anyway guys, my new routine is kind of like my old routine. Basically what I'm doing is I'm no longer having breakfast in the morning. I'm just drinking black coffee, and I usually don't eat till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and some days I only have dinner. The reason being is kind of had a lot of fun these past little bit. Yeah, this past little bit I kind of had a lot of fun with food. Eating whatever, just going all in, living my old life, and let me tell you, it wasn't a smart move because that number right there, yup. You know, when you start eating pizzas and bags of chips and donuts and candy bars and pizza pockets, little bite-sized pizza pockets, I don't know how those are called, pizza bites, sure, that'll go. You know, and you start off the nutrition wagon, you don't exercise as much and all that, it tends to kick you in the arse, and that's what it did to me. So my objective is to burn off those 33 pounds that I have by Christmas. So going forward, all of November and all of December, I'm gonna go super strict on my diet. We're gonna run. I'm not gonna do keto exactly. I'm gonna do calories in, calories out, and basically keep the calories out higher than the calories in, which will reduce your weight loss, which will increase your weight loss, sorry, because I know it's a lot of fat that I picked up from eating garbage. Just gotta burn it off and get back down to where I wanna be. I know some of it is muscle gain because I can tell looking in the mirror, I'm like, okay, yeah, the shoulders are bigger, the arms are bigger, the chest sticks out more, but so does the gut. So I'm just gonna have to do my best to burn off whatever I can. So as for this year, I talked about going ice fishing, and I mentioned my friend was gonna get some rods for us. She had some rods, ice fishing rods and stuff. Turns out she doesn't have ice fishing rods, so I'm gonna have to buy my own. Canadian Tire has a couple of them. We got a couple of Zebcos and things like that on sale. Probably all garbage, but if I need something to get started, I just gotta get something to get started, right? So I'll have to buy a rod, buy some line, buy some lures, or just use hooks and a minnow. I'm sure the bait shop down the road from me here, he still sells minnows, and then we can go ice fishing. That'd be a great idea. I don't know, we'll have to see what we do. I do want to give it a try this year. I'd like to figure out a way to rig everything onto the fat bike. My tackle, fishing rod, and the whole auger, and then just not have to pull a sleigh, just kind of get out to the lake, park the bike, rip a hole, drop a line, give her a dangle, try and catch a fish, or a bunch of fish if they're perch. Come back home, clean them up, throw them in a frying pan, drive them in my face hole, you know? One of those. It'd be a lot of fun, but with this daylight savings time, guys, it's freaking hilarious. Yesterday it was 4:30 in the afternoon while I was working, sitting at my desk, and I had to ask Google to turn on the studio light because it was so damn dark in my room I couldn't see my freaking keyboard. I missed the summer. I missed when I get off work at 5 and be able to go out biking till 9 before it started getting dark, and I had to turn my light on. Daylight savings time just cocks over the program. And I know, right now we're actually in the right time. Like daylight savings time, when they put it an hour ahead, that's the wrong time. But why can't we just leave it there? You know? So what if you wake up in the morning and it's still dark? At least for the majority of your day, it's bright out. That's what we need. Sunlight. We need to be exposed to sunlight. Not getting enough sunlight in a day, that's where depression kicks in, right? You're not getting your vitamin D3. Gotta take that shit in pill form. Which reminds me, I gotta buy some of that because I don't have any left. Yeah, not quite sure what the heck I'm gonna do this winter for video content, guys. Might do story time, might just do standard vlogs every once in a while. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments below. I know I could probably easily do another cleanup on my house. Holy crap. Have collected junk. Collected a lot of weights though. I could be able to do some organizing of that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see out of this winter, because I honestly have no freaking idea. Today though, what I'm going to do is we're going to get through the work shift. I already worked out last night. I don't work out every night. What I've been doing is I work out, I'll work out Monday, rest Tuesday, work out Wednesday, rest Thursday, work out Friday, rest Saturday, Sunday. And that way there, it gives my body a chance to actually heal, because you don't grow muscle working out. You grow muscle while you regenerate and you heal. Oh yeah, and something else I did the other day. I tore this Hewlett-Packard laptop down, brought it out to the garage, cleaned the fan out, re-lubed it, spins great now, don't get the fan air, and cleaned all the dust and debris. There was like a whole bunch of crap in there. That doesn't make sense, because I literally ran this computer inside the cabinet of my entertainment center downstairs, so there's no reason why Doritos and stuff like that should have been in there. But it totally had a piece of potato chip wedged between the fins of the heatsink. So yeah, that was that out with a finishing nail. And then cleaned out the rest, cleaned it all up, cleaned the fan, wiped it down, put some oil in it, spun it. It worked good. Put it all back together, fired it up, and the only error message I got was that the battery doesn't hold the charge, which I already knew. So that computer can go back down in the entertainment stand downstairs, and we can have some internet TV on it. Holds its temperatures. I used a program to run a burn-in, which basically just hammers the processor to 100% load so it gets super hot, to see exactly how it handles the thermals. And yeah, it handled them just peachy. It got up to about 78 degrees. The fan kicked on full speed and she dropped back down to 65. So that's okay by me for an AMD A8. She can take it. So we'll put that back downstairs, and that way there we have a streaming PC for downstairs. Pretty sweet. So lately my workday routine has been pretty much the same. Get up at 7:30, go downstairs, let the dog out, coffee on, come back in, head upstairs. I usually do, I have a stepper machine. I've shown you guys that in the past. It's a little machine to sit on the floor. It's got resistance based on struts or shocks or whatever. And I usually do that for about a half an hour to an hour just to burn some cardio. You're saying, Adam, why don't you use the elliptical? Because I usually like to watch YouTube videos, and well, as I've shown you, I finally fixed the computer down here so I can do that again. But I usually like to watch YouTube while I'm doing my steppies, and the elliptical doesn't count against my steps, so I figure two birds stone same time, why not? And then usually around this time, 8:30, I come downstairs, turn off my coffee pot, grab my pot of coffee, and go ahead and pour it in my carafe. And that way there I can bring it upstairs and throughout the day while I'm working, because I tend to not leave the room until about noonish when I take my first break. I have coffee available upstairs at all times. Works out perfect. Alrighty. And just like that, I'm Blurry McGlurry, and my pot is full of coffee. So the next thing I usually do is go back upstairs and I'll run the stepper until about 8:50, sign into my computer, make sure all my applications work, and then get to work. That's pretty much my morning. I don't really have breakfast anymore. I used to make the French toast, you guys remember? And then for lunch I'd have something with meat, and supper something with meat. Usually eating only carbs in the morning, but now I've changed it up where I'm doing the one meal a day with high protein, just to try and burn off as much fat as possible, because like I said, I kind of had a lot of fun over the past September and October, and kind of ate a lot more than I was burning, especially because I wasn't riding my bike, and kind of put a lot of weight back on. So definitely don't want to become Fat Adam again. You know, I worked my ass off to get rid of it. I like to keep it off, so I'm gonna have to run a little bit strict, and then later on, if I decide to indulge, don't do it as often as I was. That's the key to life. Moderation is everything. So that's the first break of the day, guys. First freaking break of the day. Normally right now it's currently 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I say, normal people would have lunch right now. Because I'm on this new feeding regimen of OMAD, I just come downstairs, rock a piss because I had enough coffee to like kill a camel, and then I let the dog out. So we're just going to go ahead and let the dog outside here and let him do his business, because it's been about 5 hours since he's been out. Well, 4.5. It's currently snowing outside. Yep. Oh well, tomorrow this will all be gone. So between calls and all that, I've been researching fat bike ice fishing, and surprisingly enough, my idea is not really unique. A lot of people do the fat bike ice fishing, and I got a lot of ideas on how it's done. Some people buy these like little camping stools that they fold out. We saw them at Walmart. They got them on sale for about $10, and you just fold it up, plop it on the ice. A lot of people use the same auger that Rex gave me, just the more modern version. So instead of having the metal blades on it, they're plastic blades. I mean, like a plastic, the corkscrew, the part that sucks the debris out of the ice hole that you're digging. So they're a lot lighter. And just like the one I have, you can separate the crank part from the actual auger part, which is also where you would buy the drill attachment. If, say, I wanted to hook up the DeWalt to it, I don't think that DeWalt has enough power to do what I want to do. Pretty sure I need something with a little bit more jam to get the job done, but a lot of people just separate the auger in half and then put it in their bike and then give her. Like, my big question is I can't drive a car, or my truck for that matter, while wearing these boots. Am I going to be able to pedal a bike? That's where things are going to get interesting, because I'm going to want to wear those boots. They're freaking warm as hell. And let's face it, you start getting cold when your feet are cold. You can keep your core temperature as hot as possible, but when your feet and hands start getting cold, that's when you start losing the enjoyment in the activity that you're doing outdoors. The warmer you can stay, the happier you'll be, the longer you'll go on. So a lot of people have those Strike Master Mora augers like I have, except for they're more modern. Like I said, they're made of plastic. They separate them and then put them in the pannier bags, let them hang out the back end, put their tackle in the pannier bags, let them hang out the back end, put a stool, strap it down, whatever you got to do, just strap things down to the bike and go for a rip. What I might do this winter is I might take the back bag off of the bike, just leave the panniers on it. I have one of those tackle boxes with the multiple inserts, so I can put my ice fishing tackle in there, slide it in the side, put my ice fishing rod in the side, and then literally break down the auger, tie it together, strap it to the back of the bike where the pouchy cooler thing is. On the other side, I was thinking about using one of these protein containers, because I'm literally not going to be going for anything but, like, I'm going to use one of these, because all I want to do is catch perch. Not going to really worry about walleye. I was chatting with Struckus, and he said, oh yeah, you'll pull walleye all day. You know, you'll probably pull 20, 30 walleye, and one of them might be the legal limit. Mind you, if I get an 18-inch walleye, I can definitely squeeze them into one of those buckets, no problem. But literally all I want to do is catch a bunch of perch and have a perch fry if I do anything. You know, if I catch a really big pike or something, well, crap. Good luck trying to pull a big pike through a 6-inch freaking hole in the ice, eh? Like, you better go on the Jenny Craig very damn quick. Is Jenny Craig the weight loss? Is that the alcoholic one? I can't remember. I've been doing a lot of research on fat bike ice fishing, and a lot of people say it's fun to ride your bike on the ice because you can just go across the lake, especially if it's a heavy skidoo accessed or snowmobile accessed lake, because literally you just find a path that a snow machine went on and you just ride it. Keep her in low enough gear, maybe first, second, or third, and just truck along. And I got lights on the bike, and I'm probably going to modify some more lights for the bike. Biggest concern is lithium ion versus winter conditions. Lithium ion tends to degrade its performance. You may have heard people with GoPros saying when they film in the winter, the battery doesn't last as long, and that's a known fact. Lithium ion plus cold weather equals no performance from your freaking battery, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is what I normally do on my break, except for, you know, minus talking to the camera. Normally I come downstairs, rock and piss. I'll top up my beverage, but I didn't really drink much of it. I've just been drinking coffee all morning. Normally what I drink is those Mio squirts inside of my Bubba keg, and go from there. So, oh, and I've been cleaning off my desk because I had a whole bunch of vape gear on it, and I don't know why I left it there for so long. Because, guys, I haven't touched an e-dart since, I want to say, August. I was vaping up until August, just zero nick, just for the flavor, and then I realized I don't want it anymore. You know, vape does a lot of damage to electronics and stuff, and yeah, I decided to shut it down. So like, there's all that vape gear back there on the shelf that I'm gonna end up scrapping because a lot of it doesn't work, and the stuff that does work, I'll talk to my friends who are vaping and see if they want it and just get rid of it, because I don't need it. I still got a lot of crap on my desktop that's vape stuff. Like, no, that's for headphones. What's this? This is for my Samsung. I got these. This is coils for a Freemax, some DVCs for a Freemax, some Joytech friggin' coils. Like, it's all stuff that I don't need anymore because I don't vape. Got another Freemax friggin' coil here for, that's just a kegger. Like, I don't need this stuff, so I'm gonna see if I can recycle it with my friends. If not, it's going in the poubelle because I'm done with it. Anyway, I think I gotta get back to work here. I really don't want to because this job is draining the life out of me. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace. Alrighty, well, it's lunchtime. I got my desk all cleaned up and I got my old microphone here set up to the old mixer. If I ever decide to do some, I'm not gonna say podcasts because that'll never happen, but if I ever decide to do some audio commentary because the wind's too brutal on a YouTube video, well, now I have the capability because my microphone's hooked back up. It wasn't working for the longest time there because it was plugged into a USB port on the back of the computer. That wasn't really a good USB port. Still having a little bit of a problem with that B350 board though. I can't seem to get the USB-C port to work. It's really weird. Just been doing some more working. Right now, like I said, I'm on lunch till about 3 o'clock. I've been off for a little bit. I was just working on hooking that microphone up. That took a little bit of time. My bunny rabbit guy isn't back, is he? Nope. Don't see any signs of life out there. We'll probably get him back over here though, little bunny. You guys remember him back in March in the beginning of the pandemic when that little rabbit showed up outside and then another rabbit showed up? I expect those guys to come back. Went on Canadian Tire, looked up ice fishing, and they have this ice fishing bucket. I don't plan on buying it anytime soon, but it's basically everything you need for ice fishing. It comes with a bucket, the tackle box built into the bucket, a padded seat built into the bucket, a rod holder built into the bucket so you can dead stick, and a tip up, which you take out of the bucket and you put over a hole that you drill. The only thing it's missing is the auger. That's what I got in the garage. Also has the scoopy for cleaning out the once you drill the hole, you use the scoop to clean all the ice out. Some people use their hands, highly not suggested. You want to keep your digits nice and warm at all times so you can prolong your time out there and enjoy every minute of it rather than getting cold prematurely and wanting to leave. So pretty much has everything in it that you need to get started on ice fishing, and it's $100. Comes with a rod, tip up, the rod holder, line, lures, the bucket, the tackle box. The only thing you're missing is the auger, and if you already have an auger, then sweet. I was looking at that bucket deal going, you know, if I took that and I bungee corded it onto the back of the bike with the auger, I'd have a way to transport the fish that I catch if I, happen to catch any, and transfer all my stuff out with the bike. Jump on Fatty, take it out to the ice, or throw Fatty in the back of the truck, drive down to the lake, ride out on the bike, rip a hole in the ice, fish for guppies, pull them out of the water, throw them in the bucket, ride the bike back to shore, throw it in the back of the truck, come into town, pull into the house, come into the kitchen, throw the fish on the counter, chop them all up, throw them in a frying pan with butter. Nom time, right? In a perfect world, that would work out, but we'll see. We'll see. Because fat bike fishing, that's a thing. It's a big time thing out there. So there's a whole forum for fat bike ice fishing. I think it's hilarious. So we're gonna give her a go. We're gonna, instead of going out and buying a sled and being all expensive and buying a fish finder and all that, we're gonna keep it cheap this ice fishing season. We're gonna try and go the cheapest way possible to have the most fun possible on the ice. Stay tuned for that nonsense. We gotta wait for the lake to freeze, obviously. That hasn't happened yet. That probably won't happen for a while too, because it looks like we're gonna be getting some warm weather coming this week, right? So son of a bitch, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna head back upstairs, probably put in some steppy time for the next 20 minutes, and then I'll chime back in after my shift. Until then, peace the frig out. I'll show you the recipe I've been eating. It's pretty damn good. Yay, the pain and torment's over. My shift is done, in case you're wondering. Gotta love it. It's 5 o'clock and sun's already set. Okay, you don't gotta love it. I friggin' hate it. Stupid friggin' daylight savings time. Why can't we just leave that shit on, eh? Get more sunlight during the day and less at night, or whatever. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Can't beat it. Can't join it. Can't do anything about it. The way she goes. Stuff like that. Alright, well, I said I was gonna show you what I made for dinner last night. Literally, I call it carnivore hash because I don't know what the hell I would call it. It's ground chicken, eggs, chopped ham. So freaking damp outside right now. All right, let's get some light on the situation. We got the stove on. Turn it up a little bit higher. And grab a log of ground chicken. Good old ground chicken. I bought some ham steaks at groceries. I've been chopping them in half and then chopping them in cubes for doing this project. By project, I mean recipe. So literally, this is all it is. Take some ground chicken, add some garlic salt. Let it do its sizzling. Throw some peppercorn to it. Cover it. Every once in a while, stir it up. Cool. I bought one of these ham steaks here from the store. I cut it in half. I made this yesterday. And literally what I'm going to do is chop it up and cube it. And then I'm going to actually fry it in some egg. I take 5 eggs, blend them together, pour it in over top of the ham after I throw the ham in the frying pan, and basically make like an omelet. And then I throw all that together in a bowl, mix it together, and down the hatch. It's friggin' awesome. So there's 250 grams of somewhat cubed ham. Just waiting on this here to finish cooking. I shouldn't have covered it so long. Holy crap, I just like knocked all the juice out. And I made it a solid loaf. Okay, I have to break this up. It doesn't work if it's a giant friggin' chicken patty. Alrighty, 365 grams of beef, and by beef I mean chicken. Next up we fry up the ham, and while the ham is frying we're going to go ahead and crack some eggs, blend it, pour it in. I'm using 5 eggs, no Oreo, these are not balls, not for you, no. When you throw the egg in there, it looks kind of like this. Don't worry, it's fine. Just cover and let it do its thing. Doesn't that look like a delicious breakfast meal? Well, it's not. Then you add everything to it, give it a good mix, and it ends up looking a little something like this. Ham, ground chicken, eggs. Total calories, 1,425. That's right. One meal. I'm OMADing on 1,425 calories in. Currently 2,172 out. I haven't got all my steps in today, but that's okay. We got plenty of the night ahead of us. We'll get our 10K steps in and be good to go. Y'all okay? Oh, and if you're wondering, the macro split is 100 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs, and 155 grams of protein. Beauty plan. All right, guys, a little update. It's not all I'm eating tonight. I bought some red delicious apples. I think these are. I'm gonna have 2 apples here, just to get some fiber in the system. Because when you're taking that much protein, let me tell you, it's not easy to pass. You want some fiber. Nothing has more fiber than I can think of than apples. And they're cheap too, so get them in you. All right, guys. Well, I can't remember if I let Oreo out at 5 or not, so we're gonna let him out now. So I'm honestly not sure what to do this winter. Like I said, we're gonna do some ice fishing, but problem is when it gets dark, you probably don't want to be on the ice, and it gets dark by the time I'm done work. So ice fishing will be like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing, where I can go out during the day and get some fishing done. Now, I have been told that if you do go out later in the evening at night, the fish do tend to come to shore, making it a little easier to basically not have to go out as far, rip a hole through the ice and try and catch stuff. So that's also a thing. But I'm not sure what else to do. Like, I do want to do some cleanup in here and sort out some stuff. Like, I want to go through this closet, but there's also something else I need to do. Yeah, as you can see up here, there is no pin holding this closet door on because this closet door is broken. So I either A, need to fix this closet door, find the pin so I can reattach it, or B, find some money somewhere and buy new bifolding closet doors, or B, hopefully they show up on Kijiji that are this size, and I can just go scrap pick them and install them. But I definitely want to take this, open the closet up, take all the crap out of it, sort through it, because I think, this cat out of my way, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a bunch of junk in here. No, get out of here. These are my snow pants. Yes. I never wore them last year. I was wondering where I put them. Now I know. Oh, I got a guitar amp up there too. Cool. I definitely want to go through this. See what is. What the heck is this? Oh, brand new boots. Cool. Scamper's cat carrier. Yeah, all this crap. Anyway, that's pretty sweet. Brand new boots. I think I got these for Christmas last year. But yeah, I want to go through it all. I want to go through that box. I want to go through this luggage and then straighten this all out so that I can use it for storing coats. I'd really like to get this thing situated and fixed so I can actually use it properly. I don't know if they sell pins for bifolding doors. I'll have to look. Got cleaning over here, and I found my old pellet rifle. This is what I wanted to use to go partridge hunting, and my old pellet pistol. This thing here is weird. To load it, you pull this back, and then, I'll dry fire it. I'll show you real quick. So basically with this here, all you do is you pull this back, and then you set it, put your safety on, and you pop this part open. You can put in, you can load BBs in the top or just put a single pellet in. There's currently nothing in there now. Turn the safety off and bam. It's not very strong, not very accurate. I got this when I was in, I want to say grade 7. Parents got it for me for graduating because my buddy and I, we used to go out to his house and he had pellet rifles, kind of like this guy. It's a crack barrel. Crack it, snap it, put your BB or your pellet in there, bring it back up, boom, you know. Has a scope, pretty much useless, but I just figured out now how to dial it in. I never knew how to dial these things in, like how to actually set your bullseye on it by using the top and the side. I was turning it, nothing was happening, but I didn't realize, because I'm not really that proficient in firearms, that you need to take the cap off to adjust it. I didn't realize that was a cap. I thought this was actually an adjustment knob. I got these guys out, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I can fire those in my backyard, if that'd be really safe. The pistol, sure, why not? It's just a friggin' pistol. But the rifle, it has a little bit more stopping power. I know it has a lot more stopping power than the old airsoft guns, that's a given. Well guys, I'm not sure what else to do. Like I said, I'm not sure if I can shoot those pellet guns in my backyard. That could be another video where we test those out. I know some of you mentioned Mr. Airsoft Ponage and would like to see content like that, but we all know how YouTube is about guns and pew-pews, and they don't really like that kind. I don't think air rifles are a big deal, but they don't really like the idea of things that look real. I don't know, like, you can tell that the airsoft is an airsoft, and the other gun's are just a pellet rifle too, even though it looks like a pistol. But, you know, if I start busting out like the M4 and the M16 and the Steyr AUG, number one, that's going to attract the attention of my neighbors, might freak them out. And yeah, I don't have any batteries for those to begin with. I'd have to get lithium-ion batteries for them, because the batteries, the nickel cadmiums that were in there, are pretty much shot. So anyway, I did some cleaning up in here. Probably going to go through that closet sometime in the very near future. I got a bag full of garbage that I want to bring upstairs to add more garbage to it. So I've been doing some cleanup upstairs as well. Getting rid of a bunch of junk, a bunch of garbage, a bunch of stuff like vape gear and that. So I was like, you know what? Go out to the garage. I bought those contractor bags when I was doing the big cleanup in the garage back in the day. Getting ready to put the Trans Am in there, and still had a bunch left. Figured no better time than the present to bring them in the house and fill them up with room garbage, so that I can put them at the side of the road. Let the side of the road ferry take them. But anyway guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's little vlog. If you have any ideas of things you want to see in the winter, let me know in the comments down below. We'll try and do videos of it. I have no idea what the heck I'm going to do with myself this winter, because this summer I started enjoying life, and now winter's going to bring it to a crawl, so son of a bitch. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.